Meet Dan and Mark on Logan City's 101 FM.
All right, so last week we introduced a brand new segment purely by accident.
Fact off.
And we've named it Fact Off. And this week's show has inspired me to give you guys a fact off about Jessica Jones, because you've been going on.
Oh my god, I haven't watched it. No spoilers.
Spoilers?
You can't do spoilers. I haven't watched it.
I don't even need my phone.
Don't even.
I just want...
He's going to be like, in episode 6, she killed someone.
No. I don't want spoilers. See, I'm making it hard for you. I know. But like about something that's going to get me so interested that I'm going to really have to watch it without plot.
No, but all those things I want to see if you can work them out yourselves after. See, I wanted to have a topic where... No, I'm not saying it's a bad topic. I just wanted to get to the point where Mark is so into this. He really, really wants to win. To the point where he's been trying to cheat during the week.
Over-exaggeration.
Okay, well, should I choose something else? Like, how about Doctor Who? Get me interested enough, because you went on about that a little bit. Give me something.
Let's all... Let's all take a minute.
Give me something.
Where to begin? Oh, good lord. I don't want to start superficial, but I feel like that could help.
Well, you know me so well.
I'm not going to start superficial. That'll be a follow-up fact. It's about time and space and friendship and love and companionship and loneliness and a lone warrior, but at the same time there's monsters and spaceships and...
This sounds more like facts now.
You can meet...
Yeah.
Okay, so historical figures you've met... Charles Dickens, Agatha Christie, not a good episode.
You're supposed to be selling me on this. Dan, I'm going to you.
Well, I'm just going to stick to the rules and give you a fact. It's in the Guinness Book of World Records for the most successful sci-fi of all time.
Largest simulcast of all time.
No, wait a minute. She needs to decide a winner for the first fact.
No, this is added onto my first fact. You inspired me.
No. Eddie doesn't go, did you want to have another try at that one?
He so does.
Look, I have to say...
Sometimes if it's $100 question, he'll go, now, are you sure?
Bad example, but I mean after the fact. He doesn't say, so you've locked it in. Do you want to lock it in again?
Yeah.
Right, gentlemen, I think that the first fact goes to Dan.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Fact.
David Tennant is quite handsome, and Matt Smith is quite handsome.
Yeah, these are facts, yes.
And Billy
but
Parker
they're also
to get you
somewhat
interested.
They're also somewhat qualitative.
Set
I
the
need
terms.
actual facts.
That is a fact.
Dan.
That's not my fact.
TARDIS
stands for time and relative dimension in space, although they've actually done it wrong a few times and they've made a few misquotes, and some people have said time and relative dimensions in space. And because it's such a cool show, they tied it in. So one of the episodes, one of the super fans in the show of the Doctor says, so what does it actually stand for? Most of us who didn't get it, who don't know the classic series, thought it was just a joke, like she actually should know it. But it was a reference to the fact that it has more than one name.
I think that was a really well-researched fact, and I'm putting that to Dan.
Already one, Mark. Does it hurt?
Oh, no. I feel really bad. Mark, come on. One last fact. We'll make it the fact of,
he's turning his mic off?
No.
You turned my mic off.
No, I turned the news fader off.
Okay.
So that we don't get blips throughout the news. I'm actually running this. No,
he is so focused, he's wrapping an iPhone charge cord around his head.
He's charging his brain. I know you know something that can get me.
Well, what do you want?
I want a fact.
Do you want something superficial, like you asked for, because I gave you that? Or do you want something to get you hooked on the series, because I gave you that? What do you want from me? What do you want from me?
Give me a fact.
Longest running sci-fi of all time, longest running show of all time.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. Name a long one.
Can't remember the name. It's like the British version
of
it's
not real.
Affair.
Oh, no, boring.
No, yeah.
Boring. You've lost me.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just correcting your fact because that's not a fact.
It is a fact. True. Longest running show of all time.
I'm not going to use my
longest
phone.
running drama of all time, then.
Not even that. There's a soap opera that's longer.
Oh, tell me it's not EastEnders.
No, EastEnders isn't as long as Doctor Who.
It's got some really diverse monsters in it. So, like, when they first wanted to make an alien, they said, we don't want a guy in a rubber suit, which ironically is what Doctor Who's really known for. So they said, okay, we need to make something that's not human, and that's how the Dalek, which you know what a Dalek
I
looks
do
like,
know what a Dalek looks like.
Came about because they wanted to make it look not human, because they're tiny and like a salt pepper.
Yeah,
Salt shaker.
Yes, I've always thought of it as a salt shaker with a nose.
Yeah, a plunger and
like
an
a
egg
nozzle.
whisk.
See, I do find that interesting because how many shows or what have you of their genre were actually doing things that weren't anthropomorphic?
Exactly. Yeah. Another good example of that. They've moved into a lot of psychological ones now. So Vashta Narada. There's like they're basically like little microorganisms in the shadow, and if you step into the shadow, they'll just eat you down to the bone.
That's kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
Just like the Weeping Angel thing, also kind of terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, that started really strong, and they are still a really good villain. Best villain at the moment is a Zygon, which is just a straight-up shapeshifter.
Also kind of psychologically terrifying. All right, fact.
Talking about the Daleks, they were originally going to be designed by Ridley Scott, but he moved just before they gave him the job.
Oh.
So he didn't actually design them. And thank God, because I reckon they would have looked pretty bad if he did.
Yeah.
Back to longest running TV show.
Oh, no.
Blue Peter started in 1958.
What's a Blue Peter?
It's,
no one cares.
It's Play School in the UK, although they do have Play School as well. Candid Camera started in 1948 in America.
Is it still going?
Play School's not that long. Play School's not that long. What year did Play School start?
Like, it had to have been
I didn't say Play School.
Yes,
I was
you did.
explaining Blue Peter.
Oh.
It's a kids show like Play School.
like Play School.
Panorama is the one I was thinking of. It is from the UK, 1953. And that has not even had an interruption. I could go on. Telly Club from Costa Rica, 1963.
I'm just to stop you. I'm telling that Mark won that one. The fact that got me is that where you just said that they specifically set out to design a villain that or a bad guy or what have you that wasn't like the other ones. Yeah.
Straight up Nazi metaphor though. Great.
Exterminate.
Jessica Jones was going to be on ABC until they pulled the plug because it was too dark.
Wow.
I knew that. That doesn't appeal to me.
We didn't do Jessica Jones anyway.
No.
We did do a lot of other things in the podcast. What did we do in Goss? No, we're keeping a secret this time.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it was Christmas themed.
Yes. And again, sorry if you don't like Doctor Who, but it was kind of Doctor Who and trivia. But we had some Santa Christmas things in 5 Things.
Yes,
so
we did.
Have a listen to that now, and we'll come back and see you at the end, like I always say, although we're always going to see you all throughout it. Goodbye.
Like the show? Like the Facebook page. Facebook.com/NeatDanMark.
Time for a chat.
Time for a chat.
I just love that you called it a chat.
We need to sit down and work through our problems. And my problem is that my local watering hole, which makes me sound 100, the pool table is broken. And
no.
Oh, no. Well, yeah, I'd probably play, 5 games of pool a week.
That's the
$10
only
bucks.
reason you go there, right?
Yeah, I don't know. You got to do something to extend the night out. And so, all right, pool table's broken. We'll miss a week. We'll mess with my OCD schedule. 2 weeks or 5 weeks. 5 weeks.
Have you asked them about it?
Yeah. Yeah. I asked the bartender and the doorman and others. And yes, I looked into it.
And others, just some guy standing by the pool.
I don't want to make it. I don't want to make it sound like I've gotten too into it, but I am a little too into it, and it's just gone downhill. And so this week, for the first time, we cheated on him for the first time in about 2 years. We went elsewhere, and I want to know when you guys have cheated on your local establishment, not husbands. I don't want to break up any marriages.
Oh.
Dan, your husband especially, don't tell me you cheated on him.
Don't worry, Barry, you're safe, right? No, my reasoning is a little bit different from yours. I didn't just move out of my regular or leave my regular just because something didn't happen. The only reason I left was because it's a 10-minute drive further away now because I've moved, so I can't be bothered. But I feel really bad because I go to this bakery. I used to go to this bakery all the time when I lived closer, and it was like the best bakery. And I didn't want to become a regular because I kind of have the appetite of a massive fat man, even though I'm just a slightly overweight man.
What?
And I went and I'd get 2 pies and 2 slices and a nice coffee. And then this woman was smart enough to recognize me the second time. So there was no way I wasn't becoming a regular.
I love those people. That's how somewhere becomes your regular, when people take the effort.
Yeah.
Love those
I
guys.
still didn't want it though because then I thought she'd be judging me. But really,
She probably
she's
thinks
just...
you're buying for a group of people.
Nah, she knows. She knows. But I think mainly she just thinks, oh, here's that $25 again. Because it used to be twice a week, and now I live 10 minutes away, so I just can't be bothered anymore, and I feel sad for her. And every now and then I'll pop in and I'll be like, hello, you know what my order is? And she'll be so happy because she'll get another $25, and then I won't see her for another month or so.
Aww.
All for the sake of like a 10-minute drive.
Yeah.
Well, okay, at work we do every week, religiously, Friday tie day.
Excellent title.
Yep. Except for this week, we cheated on our Thai restaurant, and we had Indian on Thursday.
Indian Thursday is not a...
No,
terrible.
We need to find something that rhymes. But and I have a strange feeling because we're quite a large office, and we probably fund this lovely little Thai restaurant every week. I have a strange feeling that they're probably sitting there going, "Are our phones not working? Where's our order?" Because we didn't get Friday Thai day. We cheated.
Maybe try Monday Bunday.
Oh, I like it.
That's all I could come up with in the space I was given.
Yeah. I saw you looking at the roof, thinking very hard about the pun. But great story.
Meet Dan and Mark on Logan City's 101 FM.
All the entertainment news from Hollywood to home, it's Goss.
So I'm going for Christmas theme.
Christmas.
Yes, imagine Jingle Bells. It sounds like after working with Miley Cyrus, Bill Murray has really taken a liking to her. In fact, if Miley Cyrus ever has car trouble, Bill Murray would help her in a jiffy.
Bill Murray would help anyone, to be fair.
I know, because he's really lovely. But he's actually been quoted in an interview recently as saying, if she asked me to push start her car, I would do it. Now, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't push start anybody's car if they asked me, because that's physical activity and I don't want to. Maybe for Miley Cyrus, though. She's pretty funky. So they've been working together. The Hollywood legend that is Bill Murray has worked with an all-star cast for his upcoming Netflix Christmas special, A Very Murray Christmas, including Miley Cyrus. Having never worked with her before, he wasn't sure what to expect, but at the film's New York premiere, I should say, Murray had only wonderful things to say about his co-star. He gushed, "It was stunning to work with her. All you hear is what you hear, and then you work with her and you realise, oh, she's a real trooper, and she came through in a huge way for us." He went on to admit that he was blown away by her voice, saying that he didn't expect much. So he said...
That's like the opposite of a backhanded compliment?
Yeah, well, see, because he feels the same way I do about a lot of the current pop stars. And he said when you hear her on the radio, you go, she's not even really singing that. That voice is that all like auto-tuned and tricked out. But she's really got it. She's really got the pipes. So I'm really keen to see this now more than ever. In the special, she sings a really sultry version of Silent Night, which sounds pretty cool.
I didn't realise it was a musical.
I don't think it's an actual musical. I think it's sort of like...
It's a variety show.
Variety show.
It's interested me for a long time because George Clooney's in it too.
Yes, and so is Amy Poehler and Michael Cera and so many all-star
Very
cast.
Cool.
So I'm really keen to check it out, and it apparently will hit Netflix tomorrow. I don't know if that's just in the States or here. So
no, it is here.
Not an ad for Netflix.
No.
Stan and Presto are also available.
I agree.
And iView. Go for iView.
But
this wasn't
but you
an
can't
ad.
get Murray there.
But you're not going to get this there. So if you really...
Yeah.
iView's
He really means that too, because when we were covering Comic-Con, he was saying amazing things about her at Comic-Con too. So, it's like... Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga.
Yes.
That generational friendship.
Yeah.
It's like Murray and Cyrus. It's the next big...
Maybe. So that's my Goss story of the week.
Expect a collaboration soon, I guess.
Like the show? Like the Facebook page. Facebook.com/NeatDanMark.
Would you like to swing on a star? Carry moonbeams home in a jar? Or would you rather be a mule?
Number 1, would you rather have socks for hands or bricks for feet? Bricks for feet, socks for hands. You always have to... I always ask these questions, and sometimes just straight in, I know straight away what it is, and then other times they just sit there staring at the roof, so I have to keep rambling.
Can I
get this
Can I ask a
reputation
question?
for rambling.
These socks, Am I allowed to wash them a lot?
Oh, yeah, you can wash them.
Because they'd be really icky because you touch things, they'd absorb things, they'd get linty, they'd get in your food. Can I put plastic bags over them?
If you can do that with your socks, otherwise you'd have to do it with your feet. Well, your socks would not have enough opposable limbs or anything. They'd just be floppy.
Oh, then I'm going the brick thing.
Yeah, bricks, because who uses feet anyway?
Yeah, and you can have powerful feet. Except it would be a drag. Every single step would be really heavy.
It'd be a drag.
It'd be
a drag.
Ha.
62% of people choose bricks for feet as well. Would you rather have super hearing or super sight? Super sight as in eyesight. Don't know what other kind of sight there is. This is just me rambling again because they're looking at
super sight, because super hearing would just make you hear things you don't want to hear. So, super sight.
Yeah, I'm going with super sight.
Hear things you don't want to hear.
Yep.
77% of people say super sight. Would you rather be terrified of everything and everyone all the time, or be angry all the time at everything and everyone? And in both scenarios, that includes yourself. So
Angry.
Angry? Did you say A, Mark?
Yeah. Refresh me what A was.
Scared all the time and or angry all the time. Now, why did you choose A, or do you just autopilot that?
I kind of autopiloted it. I'm going.
This is a radio show.
If you've got.
I'm saying angry because at least you feel more powerful when you're angry. I know it's mostly adrenaline, but as opposed to, I feel really vulnerable when I'm scared, and I don't like feeling vulnerable. Save me, Mark.
I agree with you on nearly every point. So
I wouldn't know. I've never been scared, so I suppose I'd like to feel that one. No, I just choose scared because I don't want to be angry at anyone. 81% of people say angry all the time, though. All right, now which is more interesting, a woman with a man's name or a man with a woman's name? Now I know that names can just be whatever you want, but I just was thinking about this the other day. I think it's more interesting when men have women's names because it doesn't happen as often.
Yeah. No, I disagree, because I would rather meet a woman named Trevor than a man called Bernadette.
Oh no!
No,
Bernie is great. I love it.
You can't shorten it to Bernie though, because then it's like their surname, and an Australian would call someone with the surname Bernie. Yeah, so you have to call them Bernadette.
Oh, I like that. No, I like that. Bernadette is an awesome name, by the way.
So are you choosing?
I'm choosing the guy with the.
You're choosing the woman.
Yes.
Well, I chose the man's one, like I said, and 57% of people did as well. And finally, would you rather be able to eat what you want without getting fat, or have no need for sleep unless you feel like it?
No need for sleep. Oh my God.
Eat what you want without getting fat.
It's like you wrote these questions for us.
Yeah, I kind of knew the answer before I even asked that one. But I'm with Mark. No need for sleep, because it just gets in the way.
Sleep is for the weak.
Well, 47% of people only chose sleep this time, though. 53% chose eat what you want.
Meet Dan and Mark on Logan City's 101 FM.
101 FM National News, sponsored by Step Into Training Services, Logan Central.
Okay, first things first, Peter Jackson is looking to direct an episode of Doctor Who. It's been rumoured for a very long time. You're bound to get some Doctor Who news this week, Nate. It's coming up season finale. And only a couple of weeks till Christmas, which is exciting.
The thing is, though, I don't know if it wasn't an announcement. If you haven't seen it, go and find it, because I don't want to spoil what happens, because it's kind of an awesome video.
Well, I had people texting me. Apparently the Australian press picked it up and they've run with it.
Yeah, but there was no announcement. It was just a video kind of hinting to it.
So Peter Jackson is just sitting in his lounge room with his daughter surfing the web.
Spoil it. They need to see it themselves.
Oh, all right.
That's going to cause some confusion.
Spoiler
though.
police.
Two Peters on set.
Yeah, that happened. We'll tell you about it, Nick. Maybe it'll convert you to Doctor Who. 9 seasons, 1 day.
Not a chance.
Batman vs Superman got its third trailer.
I mean, yay!
It was better than you thought.
No.
No.
It's more Rubberman vs Superman, because he's got a rubber cowl, and that really annoys me.
Yeah.
Only cosplay Batman have rubber cowls.
Are you thinking that I'm talking about the 41 Seconds Online? Because there was also a clip of 41 Seconds Online that had the Man of Steel unmasking the Dark Knight.
I was talking about that, but it's still from the movie, so he's still going to have a rubber cowl.
Yes.
I would really like to see that, and then I would like to see said Dark Knight grab a pair of glasses and then just whack them on the Man of Steel's face.
Yes, that's an awesome idea. That won't happen though.
No,
because that's
no,
an awesome
it's-
idea.
That's great. You should patent that. But there was another trailer. You guys know this. There was a further trailer after this.
I've got to be completely honest. I'm not interested in this movie in the least.
I wasn't until I saw this. I don't
Yeah.
know. And then right at the end, they ruined it because the monster looks terrible.
There's a monster? I thought they were fighting each other.
Exactly right. They should have kept that twist for the movie. I don't know. Mortal Kombat is having another game. It's a very popular franchise where you verse each other.
As in fight, physically
Yes.
fight each other.
Yeah, it's like Batman and Superman. And
Yeah.
yeah. Well, this year they have added Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw
Right.
Massacre.
Is it Leatherface or is it Batman from the new Batman movie?
And a Xenomorph from Alien. It's the alien out of
wow.
Alien.
That's really cool.
So, if you're a Mortal Kombat fan, get on that one. Speaking of horror, segue. Friday the 13th it has been trying to reboot for some time. Obviously, it had 13 originally, didn't it?
I don't
Had
know.
a lot. It at least had 10, and if they didn't just milk
They
out
didn't
another 3,
just do the rest.
they missed an opportunity. It's just terrible. They tried to reboot it with one of the Supernatural guys, and it didn't work. And then they've attached a director, and he just quit. So they've now scrapped the whole script, and they've got the guy who wrote Prisoners, Hugh Jackman. Seen that? Great movie. Get on it. Probably one of the best movies of that year. So the guy who wrote Prisoners is now going to try and write Friday the 13th, but it should be cancelled.
I like that you're saying that like a prediction. Like the rest of it's gone so badly, this will happen.
Yeah, it just seems logical. You're getting a new Nintendo console next year? The Wii U will become obsolete?
Oh, that didn't last very long.
No, it's been in the works for a while. I mean, you get the overlap period. I sold an Xbox 360 today.
You say that like you sold, I don't know, a vinyl record or
It
something.
was shocking.
Did I read somewhere, sorry to take you off topic, but it's still kind of on topic, that PlayStation is bringing backwards compatibility to the PS4?
Yeah, for the PlayStation 2 games only.
Xbox
not
did it
so bad.
first.
Yeah, there's not much news apart from that though, so I'm kind of dubious on what will actually happen.
Well,
That was no news.
and they're very optimistic about it already that we're getting it before America, believe it or not, because we're in the same marketing sector as Japan. So they're going to send out 12 million copies. And
Whoa, pretty confident.
Yeah.
I
we
don't
know
think
what-
the Wii U's even sold 12 million copies.
Go big or go home. Yes.
Do we know what it's going to be called?
NX.
I thought me is the next logical step, right?
We, you, me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And Telltale Games, who make... what do they make? This is
Walking
not
Dead.
dancing. What?
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead?
Yeah.
Other
and
things?
They made the one, they made Game of Thrones and it was really bad.
Okay.
And they also made the Borderlands ones and they're also really bad. And they made The Wolf Among Us, if you want to know. I'll keep going. Stop
Okay.
me.
So, have they ever done anything good?
Walking Dead was supposed to be pretty good.
Okay. Well, they're making a Batman game next year. So.
See, that could work.
Could
Maybe.
it? Because you just tore apart the new Batman movie.
Actually, yeah, you're right. It won't work.
All right. That's no news for this week.
Like the show? Like the Facebook page. Facebook.com/NeatDanMark. Who wants to play a questionnaire?
Dan, you're in trivia this week?
Yes, I chose Jenna Coleman because sadly she's leaving Doctor Who.
Yes. It has been well recounted. I went to my script, yeah. She will exit this year and work on the miniseries Victoria. What is the name of the other project that she is involved with, slated for a 2016 release?
Uh-oh.
Is it Me Before You, You Before I, You After Me, or I Before E, Except After C?
I saw that one coming and I still thought it was funny. But just because it was the one that sounded the most familiar, maybe this is because it is the first one and you're tricking me, but I'm going to say the first one.
Yes.
It's a movie, right?
Yes, it
She's
is.
only been in 3 movies or something.
Yeah.
He's 29. A lot of people have done more. Oh, no. I'm not.
Oh, that's like...
It sounded worse than I meant it to be, but I just think for her talent, she should have been doing more.
Your topic was Malala last week, wasn't it? And it's like holding up a 17-year-old beside her and saying, oh, other people have done more.
Yeah, well, you can do that with anyone in Malala pretty much. That's just Malala.
Yeah. Captain America Civil War will be released prior to Me Before You. Unfortunately, here's where we cut in from earlier. Jenna will not be in the new film, despite her blink and you'll miss it role in Captain America the First Avenger. What was the name of her character in Captain America the First Avenger? Was it Bonnie, Connie, Lonnie, or Dr. Funkenstein?
Now, the thing is, I kind of knew you were going to ask me this because Captain America is one of your favourite Marvels. And off air I was asking about it and I never mentioned her name on purpose because I do know her name, but it also gave you this smug look on your face like, he's not going to know this.
He's not going to know this one.
But I know it's Connie, not Bonnie.
Are you sure?
It's Connie with a C. Yes. Because Bonnie is the name.
We can't even say that. Because Neat is yet to watch all 9 seasons of Doctor Who.
She said she's going to do it tomorrow.
Probably, even if you watch them back to back, you wouldn't be able to do it. But try, Nate. Try.
I'll try.
Thank you. Which of these is not a quote from Jenna Coleman? A. I'd love to work across all 3 fields: theatre, film, and TV. B. I'd hate to be a Bond girl. C. I'd love to work...
Write down 2 wrong quotes, did you?
Yes.
Do you want to change the second one?
No, I'm only giving you 3 options.
Oh, okay.
A. I'd love to work across all 3 fields: theatre, film, and TV. B. I'd hate to be a Bond girl. Or C. My favourite doctors are David Tennant and Tom Baker. I worked with them both too. 2 of them are false. 2 of them are right. 1 of them is false.
Yeah,
This is falling apart. I regret doing this segment.
I'm so confused.
he had a lot of issues with this question, but I knew the answer, so I just wanted to see it play out anyway. The answer is I'd hate to be a Bond girl. She didn't say that.
Yeah, she actually said she'd love to be a Bond girl.
Yeah,
So I knew
that stood out for me as I
you.
thought she's better than that, so that's why I remembered that one.
There's not a lot on Jenna Coleman online, so I had to deviate a touch. Jenna Coleman is married to actor Richard Madden.
Married? No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway, we'll get back to that. That's not a question, that's a fact.
All right.
You just sit there and accept that as a fact. Who played live-action version of Prince Charming very recently, effectively making Jenna a Disney princess. Which Disney princess is she? Cinderella, Snow White, Rapunzel, or Elsa? Because
How does this even relate?
I gave you a pretext before.
All right, you need to give it to me again because I wasn't listening because I didn't think I'd have to know anything about Disney.
Her husband played Prince Charming.
Yes. Cinderella.
Yes.
That's what you get for asking Disney questions.
And finally, Jenna has been nominated for a stack of awards, but only won one. Which of these did she win? Nickelodeon UK Kids Award for Favourite UK Actress for Doctor Who, British Soap Award for Best Actress on Emmerdale, the Glamour Award for UK TV Actress for Doctor Who, or D, the Participation Award for Doctor Who Season 7 Part 2, because nobody was really on their A game for that, but it's nice they tried. Sorry we were so mean to the new girl.
I think I know this one too because I didn't like her. She's way more talented than this one. Isn't it the Glamour Award that she won?
Yes, but it's not for what you think. It's actually like a really profound magazine and they're all about women empowerment.
Oh, okay.
And so, yeah, it's not like best dressed.
She still deserves a BAFTA and so does Peter Capaldi.
Yeah, well, she was nominated.
She needs to be nominated this year.
All right, well.
5 out of 5. Well, I have chosen Jenna Coleman for my trivia topic because she's leaving this year and I'm a bit sad about that. And to counteract that, Mark, I suggested Peter Capaldi, but he was a bit too scared that he may have a very big Wikipedia page.
Yes, I also thought Dan had played me into this because that's Dan. Yep.
Well, then the next person you chose out of all the people that have been on the show has the second biggest Wikipedia page. It's Alex Kingston.
She's very interesting.
All right, let's go. Question number 1. Where was Alex Kingston born? Is it A, Epsom, Surrey, B, Woking, Surrey, C, Guildford, Surrey, or D, Demons Run, Surrey? Which one is it, Mark? Come on. They're all Surrey. They should be pretty easy. Basically next door to each other.
B.
B, lock it in?
Yep.
No. She was born in Epsom, Surrey.
Epsom.
Surrey, but it was not that one. Number 2, outside of Doctor Who.
You rehearsed that.
No, I didn't.
You said, okay.
What do you think? I stand in front of the mirror going?
Just the look on your face was like, that didn't go as well as I thought it'd go.
That happens all the time. You just don't pay attention to my face. Number 2, outside of Doctor Who, Arnott Kingston is most famous for her role as Dr. Lizzie Corday in the TV show What was her character's qualifications?
ER.
Is it A, MD and MBBS? Do you want to know what these stand for?
No.
Okay. I'll tell you what D stand for, though. Is it B, MBBS and FRCS? C, FAAEM and MRCS? Or D, WTF, which is where's the forceps, and an OMFG, which is, ooh, medicine fix is good. So which of those are our real qualifications?
B.
B, which is MBBS and FRCS?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. I was not expecting that.
How did you know that one?
I guess.
Yes.
I took a wild stab in the dark and hoped for the best.
All right. Number 3.
It worked.
You wouldn't be a very good surgeon.
No.
Number 3, before settling on Alex Kinky
Keep the
Stone,
lights on.
who did the production's crew see in the role of River Song? Is it A, Claire Danes, B, Kate Winslet, C, Naomi Watts, or D, the one with the biggest hair from the Spice Girls?
It's either Watts or what's the other? B or C? Who was C?
Winslet and Watts are B and C.
They're both W's.
Ooh, maybe it's a clue.
I do know this one.
Is it a clue? W.
I don't know. I feel like Kate Winslet wouldn't do it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's Doctor Who. I mean, and every British actor wants to do it, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to say the one that isn't her, which
Naomi
was
Watts.
Naomi Watts. Yep. That was
Ooh,
sideways.
that was
Try again.
Down.
Down. Okay.
Yeah, my finger was... I'm not going to end that sentence
Was
like
sideways and could not accurately tell me
that. My thumb.
where was
That's my
whether it was right or wrong.
I made it
Yep.
worse.
You made it weird.
Number 4. What is the name of Alex Pinkybone's first husband? Is it A, Colin Firth,
Oh, he's famous.
B, Kenneth Branagh, C, Ralph, because his name is pronounced Ralph Fiennes, or D, the oncoming storm, John Smith, Sir Doctor of TARDIS, Theta Sigma, John...
Oh my
Johann
god,
Schmidt.
skip.
Willis is Take your pick.
Maybe Rafe.
Ralph. There's an L and a PH.
What?
RALPH.
If
Spells
I,
Ralph.
If I had said Ralph, you would have yelled at me. I can't win with you.
No, it's
No,
Ralph
no,
Fiennes.
because I don't like him, so therefore with Ralph.
Okay. I kind of want to say Kenneth Branagh because imagine the kids. But I feel like it is Rafe.
Lock it in?
Yes.
Good one. I tried to choose people as pretentious as each other, so that's why Kenneth Branagh.
I
And
think
Colin Firth are in
Kenneth
there.
Branagh would love to think of himself as pretentious, but he just misguided.
Have you seen his Frankenstein movie? Oh my god.
Have you seen him in Jack Ryan Shadow Recruit? It was terrible. He was Russian.
He directed Thor. That's why it's bad. Number 5. Apart from English, which language is Alex Drinkimones fluent in? Is it A, Italian, B, German, C, Hungarian, or D, baby? Now, baby is a real language if you didn't know. Babies do speak. They babble. Like
Hungarian.
Answer mark.
Was one of the options. What were the other two?
German and Italian.
See, a lot of people know German. Maybe it's just because it's taught in Australian schools that I'm led to believe that.
Yeah,
But
that's-
occasionally you'll meet someone and they'll be like, oh, I know bits of German. Like, I know bits of Chinese, but I wouldn't say I know Chinese.
Well, still.
What?
Just give me an answer mark.
So based on my already established to be misguided information, I am going to say German.
Ja, das ist korrekt. Das ist richtig.
I have an Angela Merkel joke somewhere in there, but I can't make it work.
No, don't give that to me. I'll be thinking for ages. Play a song instead.
We're done?
Yep, we're
I'm
done.
going to get 3 or 4.
You got 2.
No?
No, you got 3.
I
You
did
got
better than that.
You got 3.
Yeah?
Yeah, you got 3.
You sure? All right.
Meet Dan and Mark on Logan City's 101 FM.
Things.
Number 1, even if this kid failed his exam, I'd still give him an A for effort. So this may be true, this may be an urban myth, but it's current, it's new, so I'm counting it as news, weird news. This is a story that a father came home one day back from work and his son wasn't in the house, his 15-year-old son. And he looks around, can't see anything, kitchen, goes to the bathroom, no.
Nothing to be alarmed about. Sounds pretty regular.
Yeah, for a 15-year-old it does.
Yeah.
Goes to his bedroom and finds a note on his bed. And he reads the note, and the note says, "It is with great regret and sorrow that I am writing to you. I had to elope with my new girlfriend because I wanted to avoid a scene with you and Mum."
Wanted to avoid a scene. Dad, you're being so uncool about this.
"I've been finding real passion with Stacey, and she is so nice, but I knew you would not approve of this because of her piercings, tattoos, tight motorcycle clothes, and the fact that she is much older than I. But it is not only the passion, Dad. She's pregnant. Stacey said that we will be very happy. She owns a trailer in the woods and has a stack of firewood for the whole winter. We share a dream of having many more children. Stacey has opened my eyes to the fact that marijuana doesn't really hurt anyone. We'll be growing it for ourselves and trading it with people in the commune. For all the... I'm not reading that part. In the meantime, we'll pray that science will find a cure for AIDS so that Stacey can get better. She sure deserves it. Then, he goes on to say, don't worry, Dad, I'm 15 and I know how to take care of myself. P.S. Dad, none of the above is true. I'm just over at Jason's house. I wanted to remind you that there are worse things in life than the school report that's on the kitchen table."
Oh my God.
If you were that kid's dad, would you let him off?
Yes.
Marco just wants the story to end.
No, I love it. I just would hate to be that guy. Like, that, you had me.
You really believed it?
Yeah.
So did I until I got to the end. I thought, why is this a funny news story? This is not a funny news story. And number 2, there are lots of things I wish I never found on the internet. So sometimes when I need topics, I just type in list of weird, list of funny, and see what Google comes up with. And this one this week was dating websites. So you want to hear the weird dating websites that are out there? Not that kind of weird, Anita. I know you're shaking your head.
Ashley Madison.
No, that's just
not weird.
disgusting. But we've got glutenfreesingles.com, which is fine if you actually have celiac disease, but less than 1% of people do in reality, and 97% of the people that say they have it don't. So kind of a small market for that one. On to the funnier ones, singles with food allergies, which I think is so funny because if you find a partner with food allergies to the food you like, go for them because then you don't have to share your food.
That's a great plan.
But it's also like, you can't... If your girlfriend's allergic to peanut butter, you can't have peanut butter because you'll kiss. It's like a major risk. So I know some people, when they break up, they're like, I can finally have peanut butter. So if you meet someone who is also allergic to peanut butter, you both don't know what you're missing out on.
All right, well, you explained that one very nicely. Explain this one. Womenbehindbars.com or meetaninmate.com.
Shared life experience.
What? Have you been behind bars?
No, but I just finished the season 2 finale of Orange is the New Black.
That is not the same.
And I feel like
That is not the same.
I could run the place.
Oh, my God.
Good luck with that.
Thanks. I'm going to do House of Cards next and become the American president.
Excellent. Good plan.
Don't do Breaking Bad is all I'll say.
No.
This one is, I don't think you can explain this one. SeaCaptainDate.com, which is such a funny niche topic.
I imagine the sea captain from The Simpsons.
I'm thinking of the guy from SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
Yeah. Who lives in it? No, we're not going to do that. And we've also got Starsh Passion.
You've got it stuck in my head now.
It was your own fault for watching the kids show. Starshpassions.com, as in mustache. And
Just be all guys, wouldn't it?
Or girls who enjoy moustaches.
Apply
Like
here if
seeing
you
them.
enjoy a good mo.
I think there might be some women on there that have their own mo.
Oh.
Growyourownmo.com.
I probably could, actually.
Oh,
it's those European genes.
This one isn't even weird to do with hair. Don't worry, not that weird. Mulletpassions.com.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I think I prefer the mo.
Yeah. We've also got the magical world of Boo Hiccup. Can you guess what kind of dating that is?
Scary?
It is scary. That's close.
I don't even know if I want to.
Ghostly?
Clown dating.
Ah!
See, it was scary. This one was listed as weird, but I don't think it's weird. Tell me what you think. Scientific singles.
No, I don't think that's weird. People with a passion
it's
for
odd.
science.
You know, science is one half of it, but you got to have the arts.
Okay, this one definitely is weird because just the logistics confuse me. Amish online dating. And
Sorry.
I want to read this one just because it has the best name of them all. Fat Bastard Dating. I love
Sounds like
that
a
one.
great name for a production company.
Or maybe like a carbon dating thing. I don't know. I'm just trying to get dating in there. Yours was better.
Thank you. I like any reference to carbon dating. Oh, no, you mean working backwards to determine it, don't you?
What did you think?
I don't know why. I just imagine like cryogenesis and Walt Disney's head,
Okay.
which is in cryogenesis, a related topic.
Number 3. A company in England accidentally sent out letters to some of its wealthy customers that began with the words, "Dear rich bastard." One customer complained because they didn't receive a letter and was sure that their wealth was enough to warrant the rich bastard title. Number 4. When you run out of reindeer, a helicopter can be the next best thing. Now, this is an odd story, and I don't quite get the tactics here. So there's a story that a guy in Brazil ordered a helicopter dressed as Santa and said he wanted to use the helicopter for a Black Friday surprise.
Yep.
And then him and his mate hopped in the helicopter and were never seen again.
Oh.
So,
Well, that is surprising. That's a really long prank.
well, I don't get why does he dress as Santa? Why does that help with the legitimacy of his story?
Festive season. Was it very recently?
Black Friday, which is 23rd of November, the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
22nd. I mean 24th.
It did change every year because
No,
it's
anniversary.
it's Friday. It's locked into a date.
Oh, yes.
So there's to clear that one up for you. And I don't know about the other thing.
I think it's one of those mysteries that I hope they don't find it, just because they'll always have that story of that one day Santa stole our helicopter.
What do you think happened to Harold Holt?
Oh, we could be here for hours on that.
He couldn't have been a spy.
No, that's a topic for a whole
crazy
other week. Number 5. Have you heard of Bartlett Place in London? It's a trap. So, it's trap streets.
Yes.
I know that you know what they are, Mark. Do you know what they are, Anita?
No.
Well,
Traps.
if you watched all of Doctor Who in the next few days.
I was trying really hard not to mention it, but yes.
Sorry.
It's from Doctor Who. But they're real things that exist in real life. And what they are, when cartographers used to draw maps, they wanted to have something on that map that they could recognise as their own little trademark. So if other people ripped off their map, they'll say, hey, that street doesn't really exist, I made that up.
Very much like a paper town from John Green's Paper Towns.
Exactly.
Just
So we've got trap streets, and they also do other things where they will modify how the street goes, but it also won't change the directions. So there'll be a bend in the street that's not there.
I see. Is this why my GPS in my car often tells me to go down places I'm not supposed to?
Yes.
Well, are you using iPhone Maps or Google Maps?
Sometimes a little of both.
Well, Google Maps has got a very famous one on there that it just
really?
straight up copied. Yeah, and it sent a lot of people off in the wrong way, and they've changed it now, I'm pretty sure. But they've also, the other thing they do is they change the height of mountains. It's another little
That's
trick.
helpful. Because it can't be too glaring or the map is inefficient, but it has to be notable enough to be like, that is my trademark.
Well, they don't really do them that much anymore because there are real copyrights that will protect these people. But when they used to do them back in the Victorian era where there's the main problems, they reckon there are about 100 fake streets in London that have just been made up as trap streets. And the one I was talking about with Google Earth is there's Sandy Island in New Caledonia doesn't exist.
Wow.
And Google Earth just put it on there, so they believed it.
It's great.
And yeah, so they actually do work in court sometimes. So they'll work if you've got a good lawyer, basically. So, because we've got, in 2001, the Automobile Association in the United Kingdom settled a case out of court for £20 million when it was copying the Ordnance Survey maps. So it worked for them, whereas other people say that it's kind of because it's an imagination, like it's been conjured up in their mind, you can't really copyright it because it doesn't really exist and you didn't invent something.
Harry Potter?
No. Totally different thing, and I can't explain it now. We don't have time.
Okay.
Like the show? Like the Facebook page. Facebook.com/NeatDanMark.
Thanks for listening to the podcast. We've decided to end the podcast on a new segment as well as the beginning. Although technically this segment isn't new. We've been playing around with this a few times, and my original pitch was in between one of the songs, we'll just read out a really weird tweet that Jaden Smith has sent out because he is a freak, as you'll find out on Twitter. And then for some reason, Mark tried to make me talk about these things, which I have no reference to.
You can't pre-record it because it's an entirely live show, so you can't pre-record it. You can't just throw in random 6 seconds of talking because you can't time out to the song effectively. And you can't just throw them in between an ad or you'll piss off your sponsors. So all I want to do to very quickly recap what the segment meant and then move on with your life. But we've never been able to do that.
Well, that's why we're going to do it on the podcast.
Yes.
It will work on the podcast from what I'm gathering from what you said.
Hopefully.
You need to know what he is like, so I think this one's fairly... This is kind of the kind of thing he tweets. And these are the kind of things I'll be reading out each week and then never rambling about them as much as we are here. So, that moment when you can't sleep, so you start doing math. It hurts me when Americans don't use the S.
I know.
So was that funny? You didn't laugh. I'll find a funny one. I watch Twilight every night.
He's so deep.
See you next week.